Schwartzy, Schwartzy, you give me so much joy. Schwartzy, Schwartzy, I'm your Jewish.
Annabelle!
Hi!
Kabrel, thank you. You know, Friday night we had Shabbos dinner. And actually, if you're a Sephardic here, it would be good Shabbos dinner. Or good Sabbath dinner, actually. Shabbat dinner. Thank you, Shira. And there was somebody helping us serve the meal. His name happened to be Florian. I thought that was kind of interesting, so I thought it was interesting. So I asked him, "Why is your name Florian?" He said, "I don't know. My parents named me Florian." But afterwards, he said, "You know, we were talking about getting an award. Some people at the table were talking about us getting an award." And afterwards, he left and he said, "Are you getting an Oscar tomorrow?" And I said, "No, we're getting the Chesed award, better." Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Joel and Lisa. And we thank everyone here for coming tonight. There's a couple special thank yous. Mitchell and Holly, who flew in from New York, my cousins, just to be here with us. My cousin Wendy, who flew in from Raleigh, North Carolina, to represent the Confederate States. And my Aunt Sylvia, who flew in from Raleigh as well. Now this is the big part. Came in all this way, and she's 93 years old.
92 to be exact.
And Sylvia, please stand up.
92 to be exact.
Thank you to all the other family members and wonderful friends we have here. Thank you to the wonderful Rebbitzin Olivia Schwartz. Thank you to Rabbi Mendel Schwartz. Thank you, of course, to Shlomo Schwartz, who affectionately known as Schwartzy, right? That's how we all know him over the years. As you know, Kabrel and I met 13 years ago at a Schwartzy event. I was single, poor. I was unaffiliated religiously, completely unaffiliated. And I was looking for girls. I remember the night, it was Yom Kippur. Schwartzy's son, Maish, who I became friendly with, who now, by the way, operates a Chai Center in Boston, is very, very successful, has the same amount of people come. Who's left? Thank you, Maish. I went up to him and said, "Maish, any girls for me on the other side?" Because in an Orthodox service, the women on one side and the men on the other. He says, "Well, let's take a peek." So we looked over the partition, and there was, hundreds of women. And through the crowd, it actually looks quite similar to this. By the way, I'm not looking at you, but I narrowed in on Kabrel. Thank you, Pep, for patting my back.
You're welcome.
I only had 10 seconds, and then we moved to the other side. And I spent the rest of the service atoning for my sin of looking over the partition. That simple invite at Yom Kippur services found me the woman I've been looking for my whole life. Thank you. A deep appreciation for my heritage. A wealth of friends and family and community which I wasn't involved with before. that was simply unimaginable before I was introduced to the Chai Center. Thank you, Schwartzy. Now, 13 years later, in Hollywood they say fast forward, or cut to. The phone rings and Mendel says, "We'd like to honor you and Kabrel for the Chesed Award this year." We were dumbfounded and I was surprised, shocked even. So there are many people more deserving than us. We argued. Finally, like most things in my life where I deferred to the wisdom of great rabbis, I said, "Okay, we'll accept it." We'll take it. We're very honored. Thank you very much. You know, there's this Talmudic story, and Rabbi Deo first introduced me to this, and he's here tonight from New Jersey, about what happens after you die. There's a story about a man who passes away and goes to heaven. And the angels are dressing him, clothing him in this beautiful shroud. And outside the door, before he meets the Almighty, there are angels talking about how great he is. He was the chairman of muscular dystrophy. He saved children all throughout Africa by contributing to an organization that feeds these people. He stopped nuclear proliferation. And many, many more deeds this man did. And he's getting clothed in this shroud, and he turns to the angel next to him and he says, "They're using my name. Are they talking about me?" And the angel says to him, "Yes. That was your potential. That was what you could have been." I'm not sure how much potential I've tapped into. Kabrel and I talk about it regularly. The benefit of receiving this award is giving us an indication that we're in the right direction. In fact, everyone in this room is in the right direction. You were given an invite, you actually bought a ticket, and you showed up. Major, major contribution. As much as we appreciate this award, and we'll go someplace very, very treasured in our home, the real gift is the inspiration of what we give to each other on this night. So when it's time that we go and meet that angel, and we hear from them, we hear people speaking about us on the other side, outside that door, before we meet the Almighty. It won't be our potential we're talking about. It will be what we actually become. Thank you very much for this. Thank you very much.